Hi, welcome to your meditation space. Hope you're having a good day. If you're in the UK, welcome to the evening time. Hopefully you're going to just drift off to bed when we have done this meditation. I'll just give you a few minutes to find a comfortable space to lie down, hopefully somewhere quiet. I'm just going to adjust the video camera a little bit. There we go. Somewhere quiet, lying down. Always best to lie, and if you have got something you can cover your eyes with, it's actually quite good to take you deeper into meditation if you have your eyes covered, like a little eye pillow, which is rather nice. And if you want to pick up the last 2 weeks' meditations, they are actually on my YouTube channel, Gina Hardy Yoga. And also during this last week I've written a blog about Yoga Nidra meditation, some of the things you might experience and also how to set up for it. So my latest blog is on ginahardyyoga.com. So just take a few moments just to lie down in your comfortable, quiet space and take a few minutes to get comfortable. Taking a few moments to arrive in the space that you're in. And it's advisable to be as comfortable as you possibly can so that you can forget about your body. So if you've got a nice blanket, a couple of cushions, maybe supporting the back of your knees with the cushion and under the head and lying as flat as possible, maybe an eye pillow, just so that you can get yourself into a space where you can really allow the floor or the bed or wherever you're lying to really support your weight so that you can just forget about your body. So in Yoga Nidra it is a term fondly known as fannying around to get you ready for your Yoga Nidra meditation. So take some time, just a couple of minutes to get comfy, making some adjustments to the body and allow yourself to really relax. And there's always going to be some form of distraction, even if we think we're lying in the quietest place. And actually the odd little sound here and there, maybe it's my end or your end, that is quite healthy for keeping us from falling into sleep. But don't worry if you do fall asleep. The meditation is still working when you fall asleep, because you might find yourself dropping off if you feel a little bit tired, and then coming round again and then re-listening to my words. But the words are accessing the subconscious anyway, and if you've got your headphones in with your iPhone or whichever mobile phone you use, I always find that headphones are the best, and I often listen to meditations before I go to sleep at night, which I find the most nourishing and beneficial sleep when I have been able to switch off with a meditation rather than to allow thoughts to fizzle out, because sometimes it can keep you awake for 2 or 3 hours at night. So wherever you are lying down in this moment, just become aware simply aware. And that's being aware of the body lying wherever you're lying. Being aware of your clothing, maybe a blanket, the cushions, the touch of every piece of fabric close to your skin. Just allow your hearing senses to pick up every single sound. By doing so, we just allow the body to say, yes, it's okay, the sound's random, they might be inside the room, outside the building. Just allow every sound. So you were just in a moment of awareness with every sound around you. Some of them are constant, some of them come and go. You're just allowing, and as you breathe, just allow. So right at the beginning of this meditation, we're just allowing the sounds. And as you close your eyes and relax your eyes, just allowing that infinite space to open up in the space between the eyebrows, commonly known as the Chidacash, which is really the third eye space, the area between the eyebrows. They say when we close our eyes that we look between the eyebrows. So with the eyes closed and the hearing senses, and gradually withdraw your hearing and awareness back into the room that you're lying in. Picking up the sounds closer and closer to the body, developing an awareness of this room and of yourself lying in the chair, on the bed, wherever you happen to be lying. And then become aware of yourself. It might be a visual of you lying wherever you're lying, or you might just have a sense of your whole body. Become aware of the breath that's coming in through the nose and out through the nose. Just allow your hearing sense to follow my words and just give up the need to concentrate or control. Just allow yourself to go with the flow. So at the end of this meditation, you'll hear me say Hari Om Tat Sat, which is really the end of the meditation. So you might hear it, you might be asleep. Matters not, the brain is still picking up the sounds of my voice. So with the hearing senses withdrawn to close to the body and the sight taken within, and just the background awareness of the touch of where you're lying, the clothes, just feeling a sense of now-ness in this room, in this moment. So we're going to get in touch with an intention for this year. Allowing an intention for this year just to rise to the surface from deep within. It's not a conscious thought. What is it that you intend for this glorious year ahead? And what would you like to experience next? Repeating this seeded intention 3 times. Just Just allow the intention to naturally rise to the surface and be repeated, and even if somehow in there it doesn't make sense in this moment, just allow the intention to be whatever it is. And now taking your awareness down into the body and imagining as if the body was a constellation of stars, and that the body and the rise and fall of the body and the ebb and flow of the body was like a tiny universe all of its own. And imagine that each of the stars in this universe are going to be blue stars, that they will touch each part of the body as you take your awareness around the whole body. Beginning with a tiny blue star that's seated between the eyebrows at the Ajna chakra. Imagine that tiny blue star touching the skin but also touching the pineal gland that's inside the mind, inside the head. And then touching that tiny star on the tip of the nose and between the lips. And another blue star connecting to the chin. And the left ear and the right ear. And a tiny blue star touching the very top of the head, the crown of the head, which reaches the tallest when you're standing. And the middle of the point that touches the pillow, a tiny blue star just there, etching the contours of the body, the back of the neck, the lower skull, and a tiny blue star in the notch of the throat, and the tip of the inner collarbone on the left and the right, tiny blue star in each of those places, and a tiny blue star at the outer edge of the right collarbone and the outer edge of the left collarbone. And then a little blue star touching the tip of each shoulder, the left and the right. The left collarbone complete, the right collarbone complete. And a tiny blue star touching the middle of the left shoulder blade and the right shoulder blade. And then a tiny blue star touching your chest and the belly button and the pubic bone and the top of between the cheeks of your buttocks, tiny blue star there. The coccyx, the lumbar spine and the middle of the spine, and the top of the spine and the very top bone in the neck, placing a little tiny blue star in each of those places. And a little blue star in the inner elbow, and then on the tip of the elbow on the right side, the inner wrist on the right and the outer wrist, the middle of the palm of the hand and the back of the hand, and the tip of the right thumb and the index finger and the middle finger and the ring finger and the little finger. Be aware of all of the tiny blue stars that are touching the right arm, glowing in your own personal universe. And the left inner elbow, and a tiny blue star at the tip of the left elbow. The inner wrist and the outer wrist. And the center of the palm of the hand and the back of the hand. And your left thumb, a tiny blue star at the tip of the left thumb. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Feeling the intensity of the little blue stars that are touching all areas of the left arm, glowing in your own personal universe. And a tiny blue star touching the left hip and the right hip, and the left buttock and the right buttock, and the back of the right knee, and the tip of the kneecap, and a tiny blue star in the shin and the calf of the right leg, and the ankle joint in the heel joint, and the sole of the foot, the middle of the sole of the right foot, and the top of the foot, and a tiny blue star at the tip of the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Feeling the stars as they touch all parts of the right leg in your own personal universe, glowing. And a tiny blue star at the back of the left knee, and at the tip of the knee, and the left shin and calf, and the ankle bone and the heel, and the middle of the sole of the left foot, and the top of the foot, and the left big toe, the tip of the second toe and the third toe, and a tiny blue star, the fourth toe and the little toe. And visualizing those little blue stars in all areas of the left leg, and glowing in your own personal universe. And now visualize or sense little tiny blue stars that are touching all areas of the body, glowing the awareness of your own personal universe within the structure of your own body. Be aware, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra, which is the form of awareness within this safe vessel where I'm resting. Softly bring your awareness now to the breath that's travelling into the body in the nose and out of the nose. An awareness of how the chest rises and the belly rises and falls in response to the in-breath and the out-breath, and the in-breath and the out-breath, and the in-breath and the out-breath. Be aware of the breath travelling in through your left nostril on the inhale, and out of the right nostril on the exhale. And then in through the right nostril on the inhale. And out through the nostril on the left on the exhale. Back in through the left on the inhale. And out through the right on the exhale. Breathe in through the right on the inhale. Breathe out through the left on the exhale. Breathe in through the left on the inhale. Breathe out through the right on the exhale. And continue on the alternate nostril breath. An in-breath and an out-breath on the opposite side. And an in-breath that same side, and an out-breath the opposite side, keeping your awareness in the breath, just the breath. Be aware you are practicing Yoga Nidra. You are practicing Yoga Nidra. You are practicing Yoga Nidra, which is the form of awareness in this safe vessel in which you are resting. Visualize now a red beach ball, a green leaf, a blue shirt, a red car, a white feather, sunrise, moonrise, a smiling face, blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, Buddha, a meandering river, a fast car, a balloon soaring high in a blue cloudless sky, waves breaking on a sandy shore, the tide coming in, the tide going out, raindrops on a lake, reflection of your face in the water, snowy mountain tops, a boiling hot day, big blue sky, meandering white clouds, paddling along a seashore, skiing down a mountain, walking through autumn leaves, a glorious sunset, wild spring flowers in a meadow, a loved one's smile, your joy, your radiance. Be aware, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am practicing Yoga Nidra, which is the form of awareness in this safe vessel where I rest. Repeating the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam, this truth. Breathe Sat on the in-breath, Nam on the out-breath. Sat on the in-breath, Nam on the out-breath. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Be aware you are practicing Yoga Nidra. You are practicing Yoga Nidra. You are practicing Yoga Nidra, which is the form of awareness in this safe vessel where you rest. And now bringing your mind's attention back to your intention that you set at the beginning of this meditation, the intention for 2017, allowing it, as it did before, to arise naturally to the surface without the stimulation of thinking. Repeating your intention, your sankalpa or resolve 3 times. The end of the meditation is like irrigating the seed of your intention. Repeating it 3 times, even if it might seem a little bizarre at first. Whatever it was there, taking it to be your intention for this year. And just repeat it 3 times. Be aware you are practicing Yoga Nidra for this last time. You are practicing Yoga Nidra, which is the form of awareness in this safe vessel where you lay. And now bringing your awareness to a place in your mind's eye where you feel safe, a place that really makes you feel nurtured and safe. Bringing your attention to this place where you're going to begin to focus once more on the breath. And this time the breath that is going to help you climb up the internal staircase in your mind and in your body from the inside to the outside. But if you've fallen asleep or you've been drifting in and out of sleep, don't worry. This is totally normal for Yoga Nidra practice or meditation practice, depending on the time of day. But once more become aware of the bed or the place where you are lying, and just maybe reach down with fingers or toes and just pick up a sense of the touch and the comfort and support of the blankets or the blanket below you, the cushions below you, whatever it was that was supporting your body. Just have a sense of connection to that right now. And take some full deep breaths in where you feel that as you inhale, you're taking the breath all the way down to the base of the pelvis and the very top of the lungs, right up into the collarbones as you move the chest and feel the belly rising on the inhale and the exhale. And feeling the touch of the cloth and the bed and cushions around you, and also connecting to the breath, and maybe feeling movement stirring in the fingers and toes, and then turning the head to the left or the right side. And maybe that deeper breath will turn into a yawn or whatever. Follow the breath. Allowing your hearing senses to move out into the room outside the building, and once more again gaining that sense of being here in the here and now with everything that's happening around you. Really connecting as well as you breathe in and out to the sense of smell, and also maybe just moving the tongue in your mouth to reconnect to the sense of taste. The taste and the smell and the sight and the sound and the touch of bringing yourself back from your meditation space. And if you are continuing on to bedtime, if you're here in the UK, then I wish you a beautiful night's sleep. Try to keep any communication to a minimum if you are going to bed, and just maybe have some water and drift towards bed without stirring too much into an energetic space. And if you are continuing on into the rest of your day, then have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you love and peace and happiness. And if you want to rejoin this meditation at any time, it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. Until next week.